As the days get shorter and we enter the coldest time of the year, I've been experimenting with fresh habits and easing into routines before the new year. This aligns with the winter arc, a time before New Year focused on self-improvement and habit development. My top 3 priorities are increasing gentle movement, incorporating more nutrient-dense food, and journaling more often. These overarching goals naturally connect to other practices like reducing screen time, spending more time in nature, and tackling house projects. Early November brought a couple gorgeous days of sunny, cool weather, which I spent exploring a nature preserve. My aim was to log plenty of steps while soaking in the beautiful scenery. I'm currently pregnant, so a big focus with my goals and habits is being gentle, honoring the current season I'm in and not pushing myself too hard. Everyone's winter arc is different, and I appreciate how customizable this challenge is to individual priorities. So this season, I'm leaning into curiosity, exploring manageable changes, and aiming for steady, incremental progress. While moving through this month, I've also been reflecting on the balance between growth and contentment, how to navigate the tension between active striving and a restful winter, which I'll dive into deeper later. On another crisp November day, I visited a cozy fall town nearby and went apple picking at a farm. Without even thinking about exercise objectives, I effortlessly racked up more than 8,000 steps. That's what I love about activities that serve multiple purposes. Not only did I stay active, I also soaked in the stunning fall colors and completely avoided screen time. There's a corner near the kitchen filled with miscellaneous items that needs tidying up. I also feel a bit short on storage in the kitchen, leading to overcrowded counters. I decided to organize the space to create more room, which felt essential given my plans to do a lot of cooking. A corner cabinet has already transformed the space and made a huge difference. After ending up with over 14 pounds of apples, it was the perfect opportunity to get creative. I've been enjoying an apple a day paired with peanut butter, but I've always wanted to try making homemade applesauce. So I decided to whip up a large batch of unsweetened cinnamon applesauce, leaving the peels on for maximum nutrition. It's such a versatile ingredient that I use frequently in meals like chia pudding, oat pancakes, and my smoothies. After combining the apples with water, vanilla extract, lemon, and cinnamon, and cooking until softened, an immersion blender made it quick and easy to get a smooth texture. Then, all that was left was freezing the applesauce in half-cup portions for convenience. I love reading and journaling at night to wind down. On this particular occasion, I was reflecting on iterative change. I never expect to form the perfect habit or routine on the first try. It's a gradual process that takes time to develop and refine. Every little experiment and attempt offers valuable insights and guidance towards a system that lasts over time. And even then, routines aren't static. They naturally evolve as life shifts. Sometimes the most valuable takeaway from these challenges is understanding what doesn't work for me. Recognizing what doesn't fit is just as crucial as discovering what does. It saves you from repeatedly forcing something that simply isn't meant to work. It also clears the way to uncover a better approach that resonates with you. Exercise snacks have become a key focus for me lately. These are short bursts of physical activity performed throughout the day. So instead of carving out a full hour for a traditional workout, I sprinkle in movement every few hours. I break up long periods of sitting with stretches or gentle bouncing on an exercise ball. Or I'll take a few minutes to walk around, climb stairs indoors, or use a mini stepper while catching up on a show. I also love sipping tea while slowly strolling on a walking pad. These small bursts of movement truly add up, offering benefits far beyond what I expected. Their beauty lies in their simplicity. These chunks of physical activity blend smoothly into daily life, whether you're taking a call for work or waiting for the kettle to boil. And with endless options requiring little to no equipment, it becomes easy to bring movement into every corner of your routine. These tiny doses of exercise also provide incredible physical benefits. They boost energy levels and combat the dreaded midday slump, and I find they're a great antidote for restlessness. Frequent movement also reduces stiffness, increases flexibility, and promotes better posture. I definitely find myself sitting with more awareness and experiencing fewer aches because of these mindful movements all day long. Here are a few more meals I prepared as November unfolded. One of my priorities this year has been reducing screen time. I've made a conscious effort to reduce my time online by turning to a meaningful alternative: reading. This shift began back in the spring with a 1-week challenge to swap my screen time for reading. And what I learned has lingered with me ever since. In the spring, my daily phone usage was a little less than an hour a day, and to make it more challenging, I added in my online browsing time as well, which was around 2 hours. So I was removing 3 hours of screen time every day and substituting it for reading. I was genuinely shocked at how much I managed to read in such a short period. During the week, I finished Dune, explored multiple short stories by Jorge Luis Borges, completed a mindfulness book by Eckhart Tolle, and started Homo Deus by Yuval Noah Harari. This challenge opened my eyes to hidden hours in every day and showed me the incredible progress that's possible with consistent daily effort and deep work. It also highlighted how easily we can get drawn into the endless cycle of online distractions where hours slip away unnoticed. Supporting my gut health with probiotics is a top priority. So I've started making my own kefir again. This fermented dairy drink is a potent probiotic and rich in nutrients. After a day and a half of fermenting, this batch is perfectly thickened and ready to drink. Here, I'm straining the kefir to separate out the grains. And then I'll immerse the grains in fresh milk to start the next batch. Towards the end of November and into early December, I spent some time at the beach. There's something magical about the beach in winter. It's quiet, serene, and perfect for long, unhurried walks. As I strolled along, I realized how much my walking habit has evolved. Specifically growing from 2 walking challenges I completed earlier in the year. So, my current walking routine has been shaped by iterative change, an ongoing theme. In the spring, I dedicated an entire month to walking 5,000 steps a day. Those 30 days helped me build consistency and uncover simple ways to weave movement into my day. I found joy in walking to local restaurants instead of driving, and I gained a deeper awareness of my movement and sedentary patterns. Later, in the summer, I took on a week-long challenge of walking 10,000 steps every day. This required more effort and planning. I quickly learned the importance of spreading out my steps throughout the day for manageability. So, starting with a morning walk, then squeezing in a quick midday stroll, and finishing with a longer evening outing. Attempting to cram all of my steps into the evening was more overwhelming in comparison. The long, light-filled summer evenings were perfect for trips to the park. Though on hectic days, my indoor walking pad was extremely helpful. Both of these walking challenges offered me a fresh perspective on weaving gentle movement into my everyday routine. They truly revealed the transformative power of incremental progress. During another journaling session, I reflected on the theme of growth versus contentment that I touched on earlier. I realized it all begins with meaningful goals. Ones rooted in your true values and a deep why, rather than being fueled by external validation. With that strong foundation, I believe the balance between growth and contentment comes down to a few things. First is embracing the journey. Growth isn't only about the end destination. Learning to cherish the process and progress made along the way. An important way to do this is through gratitude and mindfulness. Trying not to lose sight of the beauty and abundance that's already in your life, and staying grounded in the present rather than constantly chasing a shiny future. Rest is also a vital part of the path. It helps to create boundaries around striving, and you may be surprised to find that limitations can fuel creativity and progress. I also think it's important to accept that the balance between active striving versus rest and reflection will shift with different seasons of life. Overall, the Winter Arc Challenge was a wonderful way to transition into new routines before the year's end. By staying open, curious, and playful with each experiment, I found joy in the process. I'm excited to carry these habits forward into the new year, continuing to refine and build on the foundation I've already created.